Welcome to the Retro Futural Check-In and Check-Out House.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I've never given any thought to my presence.
Bullshit.
Lies ever given me and off to my reverence.
Hypocrite.
No proper mentions or offers and sentences ever
fuck you
relented
know
the
about
doubting and
sentences,
questioning
motherfucker?
going on in my brain. How rude of me. Let me introduce the loose, choosy, wannabe, gonna be failure of all white
This
music.
dude's fucking corny.
I do acknowledge my appropriation.
Millennial snowflake.
I simply offer an insight inside the mind of a man who's torn mentally.
Oh, really?
Scoffing at dead signs the world ignores readily.
You call it?
Sitting here shocked at the awe and pop and the circumstance. The romance of this off-putting, awful display is indelibly giving me urges to purge of this rage instantly, if sadly sinfully.
Here we go. Another angry white boy. Probably gonna shoot up a school or rape some girl at a frat house. Probably thinks he's entitled to success if only the world could understand the struggle.
Remember when Christmas used to be Christmas? I remember. Remember when you used to hear Nat King Cole?
Tradition laid the foundation of who I would become. Tradition led the sensations of bittersweet calm, until my absence had left me with half sense to make like a tree and leaf to the beat of my own urge to retreat. But I refuse to let the powers that be disempower me or convince me that the status quo is the new norm, or try and reform the truth that's simply there that surrounded me, astounding me when they limply retreat. I sit here watching them perform all of their verbal gymnastics. I see through your tactics, you're playing both sides to our own demise. I despise this lullaby. I wake up and cry for the mothership to come and carry me home.
Get me the fuck outta
We're
here.
on the brink of disaster. Why can't I think through this faster? A man of bombing and
We're
collapse.
so fucked.
Remember when Christmas used to be white? I remember. Remember when we didn't have to share? I remember. Remember when this country used to be ours? I remember.
Sitting here in this Texas rain, water trailing down my window pane, waiting for the loud thoughts to wane, just waiting patient in vain instead of taking shots to the brain. In spite of all of this, I can't help but admire all my trials and tribulations sifted through the mire, all the ways I've grown into the man that I've become, counting days alone until I wake up seeing funds disappear into the ether. The speaker, so weaker, I falter. A scoffer sings the top of Mount Gibraltar, proclaiming and naming the scathing arraign, and the judge gives a sentence while I sit and wallow in repentance. And yet the sirens still continue around the corner. I set my sights and willingly I step up to the former. The shadows of the past, they unmask themselves to me, desire and inquire of the ass I used to be. Yet still I can't define it, acceptance or denial. And still I can't unwind it, forgiveness or retiring to the place where I deserve to lay and wait for my true sentence, and face the what I'm sure will lay and waste me in irreverence. Give me over to a state of utter ruin, leave me soiled in a place of self-stewing in the pot of all my hard-boiled intentions. Dimensions leave me craving for detention, just to finally have a place where I can contemplate. I fill my plate with this knowledge and discernment until my faith fills up and pours through the sad diversion, and overwhelmed it sits and just unravels quietly. Under this spell I'm left twisted, having siphoning all the Hakuna Matata out of my Jolly Roger. I get her a hot and bothered Phoenix feather, this Harry Potter. You wanna doubt her? I think nada.
Feeling so confused, don't know what to do. Afraid she might not love you anymore.
My God, I can see through the clouds, this sky, while it's falling on fly. Oh, why do I still even try to stop? What I know will keep rolling the time.
Scaring off the whiny babies and stuck in the muds, staring aloft at the shiny ladies and Elmer Fudd. The victimizing is traumatizing, its Gotham is often subjected and corrected, but never not still infected. I don't know why I keep from waking and baking, but still they say that it's my world for the taking. And all the while the privileged and lucky live in luxury, while the rest of us are stuck trying to make a quick buck. I'm still at war with my mind, but I decline to unwind and let myself just sit here and wallow complacently. And until recently I envisioned a world where we can live and be free, live in harmony. sharp, shiny tool, and sit here wasted and waiting for the world to unspool. How can I just a man somehow stop what's been planned and keep the sand from being swallowed by the tide at hand?
Retreating sky seems to be fleeting. What other options have I left to land? I'll sit here waiting for the tide at hand. To push the ball is such a chore. It's such a chore, such a chore. To spin and twist is such a bore. So motherfucking boring. All it seems to do is breathe, breathe.
Dehumanized, demoralized, baptized, traumatized, stigmatized, berated, subjugated, frustrated, compensated, overrated, underrated. Doesn't matter unless it keeps the money flowing, overloading, barely floating, underlined, back in line. Not a person, not a body, not a soul, not a being, not with anybody's mention or attention. Fuck the reverend, fuck your values, fuck your self-worth, fuck any sense of remorse, and fuck you.
Alright, what I've been telling y'all about this fucking next, man. That's fucking.
Yo, calm your ass down. We don't supposed to
go here.
I'm dizzy off this fucking beat, yo, I need me a drink. Just give me something soggy, warped and not out of the sink. Cause I just need to escape from all the ties that are binding, and draw the lines on a map to a treasure with finding. But what's the price of a little piece of sand? Guess you could ask Rachel Maddow or Sean Hannity. Shit, I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't mean to cry wolf, but these lions are hungry, feeding off this stolen baby's candy. Cry me a river, bitches. This laughter leaves me in stitches. I'm waking up to the sound of all these snitches' conditions. I sell them by the pound. Tell me when you're coming round, and maybe I can sell malarkey all wrapped up in sound. The flow's unsturdy, but ain't no need to worry. It's just the natural occurrence that scurries under all of the flurries. But don't be fooled by this beautiful blanket, cause when you least expect it, reality will pop up and give you a spanking. Yeah, what can I say? That's that corporal punishment music right there. Oh yeah, we out.
Oh, I can feel it in the air tonight. The welcome warning that swaying train still remains in sight. I still remember the tossing and turning, the haunting and yearning, the hole in the soul where the romance used to go. But nowadays, all that's left is the haze, the terminal phase, the subjugated frustration. I'm Sisyphus at a subway station, so high and elated, escape on the edge of a precipice. Yes, miss, I was the one you called to fill the void in the hearts of all the ones who fall, pouring out endlessly, senselessly, baiting withdrawal, scribbling first hyperactive and seeming banal. Yet all the while I was drowning, floundering in my surroundings, proudly denying my crying as I sank in the waters. Yet now it seems the foundation of all my creation is crumbling, leaving me water. Why did I even bother?
Dang, man. I don't know if I recognize this dude anymore.
What do you mean?
I mean, look, if the guy wants to rap, then by all means, let him rap. But this is not the Jackson I know.
Oh, really?
The Jackson I know used to stand for something. He used to go to church, dude. Like, where's the Jesus in this music? Like, is he not Christian anymore?
I mean, I don't know if it's
I mean, what do you think his Christian friends would think if they heard this?
I mean, what does that matter with that?
There's so much anger. I mean, I never thought of him as an angry person.
I mean, aren't you angry about the way things are these
but
days?
isn't he supposed to be the light for the world?
I mean, who are you to judge?
I mean,
that
I'm
light?
pretty sure it says not to swear in the Bible.
Oh, sure, modern day Jesus would be cursing when he found his temple to be a den of
I don't
sin.
know anything about that. All I know is he's not sounding very Christian.
How would you define Christ?
I'm just saying. It seems like he's turning his back on the church by making this record.
Oh, is that the same as turning your back on God?
I guess not, but if God's in his life, I'm not seeing it via these lyrics.
A survival shelter is meant to assembly. A shelter that will adequately protect you and your family.
How did we let this fucking bastard make it this far? How long will God keep entertaining this horrible cause? When will I know that the show that is seeming called life will start to grow from what I know is insufferable strife? How could we let this fucking suffer out of our reach? The ignorance spread, how easily we can teach the world, but it doesn't fucking matter. I'm not trying to make us bow. Let another baker bake this stupid fucking cake. I spent my life trying to search for me. I thought my people had it right. This deep narrowness was fleeting. And still I find myself tripping, consumed with this doubt that now consume every relationship that I thought was cleaning. I just don't know who to trust anymore, and so I find myself alone and just letting my concerns be ignored. Meanwhile my brain is a fucking time bomb. One more instigation, frustration, boom, this light will be gone. I'm hanging on by a thread, drowning in sorrow I bled. I can't take this fucking mess, I'd rather die instead. My friends are toxic fumes, my family just a ruse. My sense of self is the paradox, shimmy loose.
Here we go. Another angry white boy. Probably gonna shoot up a school or rape some girl in a frat house. Probably thinks he's entitled to success.
And this is our Western edition. Good evening. It began as an ordinary school day, and it was almost over when gunfire erupted this afternoon. This deadly mass shooting happened in Parkland, Florida, about 20 miles northwest of Lauderdale. Marjorie Stone, Douglas
Is this all we are? A cliche? Make way for the reporter to sort through the disarray. Pundits funded for repeating fleeting sentiments. Promises that all of this is simply the cost of freedom. Demonize the suffering, buffering the scapegoat in a trench coat with a diagnosis. Explain away the racism propagating and undulating through the computer screen. Ignore the imploring of the fallen and the family simply to fill a swollen wallet. I'm not trying to justify, I'm just trying to humanize. Show that anyone could be volatile, comparable, reachable, hearable by the earful. Though I know my rage is dangerous. I don't deny its power, but I will not just bury it and sterilize, euthanize, vaporize these feelings so y'all could keep dreaming. Do you remember when we used to be starry-eyed? I used to know, but now we're dreaming, I'm terrified. Wish I could pray, but I don't know if you verify that my desires are the idols to rectify. Back then I used to have the Lord as my compass to keep me on the straight and narrow, but now I'm feeling like a caged sparrow, and everything outside is so harrowing, daring me to move, I can't carry y'all. Do you remember when we used to be starry-eyed? I used to know, but now I dream and I'm terrified, vilified. I feel energized, motivated. I'll elaborate that I'm very tired. My body a prison, a system that I created. Yet now I'm facing reality, cowering. I can't seem to face the finale. Wish I could pray, but I don't know if you verify that my desires are the idols to rectify. Expect me and you'll find a man of contradictions, deflecting all the advice and all the so-called wisdom.
appears as my enemy, but still my guilt seems like a foreign entity. Nobody understands. They say that I am blameless, but how can I trust them when I am just nameless? Nope. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. I know we all heard the same old song, but when it comes down to it, letting a river run through it, we're all just disposable to the powerful. I'm just a number. How could I empower change when every word I say is so easily rearranged? Misunderstanding keeps me muzzled and fearing the mob. Watching the tide, more like watching Rome burn to the ground. Dear Father God, I know it's been a while. I'm sure you're wondering whether I'm still your child. My trust in you may have faltered, my praise for you may have halted, but know that my love and gratitude never is altered. I'm feeling so confused, I don't know what to do. Watching the tide come through keeps me barely amused. I feel so powerless, it seems so dour unless the people that you put on this earth act more than they're worth. How I've become so cynical, this anger inside of me is making me miserable. But still I can't quit this, and I hope you forgive me. But someone has to say something, I hope you'll be with me. Amen.
We interrupt this transmission for an important message. Disrupt the vision that the future is storing their vessels. Think you can turn away, think again, motherfucker. That one's for all the mothers, keeping all the children's mother. Complacency becomes slavery in the hands of giants. Distractions blatantly numbing to keep the anger quiet. With every click, every like, every view, every side quest, our own stimulus is slowly turned against us. You hear me screaming tyranny? Call me the crier. Keep on denying all my claims while I lay on the wire. Meanwhile, we all just shake our heads and we keep our face down. Since cast the rules, we relent and we give it the crown. Meanwhile, the world keeps on turning despite the headlines. Declining values never bothered the bottom line. The talking heads still bigger, the ties that bind still splinter. The lucky ones medicated just to get through the winter. Well, I've had enough, I'm fed up. Get up, you chump, do something. Dreaming's the imminence of screaming. I'm done being a pawn. The corporate overlords want immediate, I'm feeding. You're welcome, you fucking bronze, you bottom feeders. I'm crushing you through the speakers. Your pursuit of wealth, still in stealth, is getting weaker. For all it does is breathe the lust and the hate and the greed. The tide of hand will only swallow until it recedes. I've only been provoked, don't call me fucking woke. I'm simply tired of these fires, the plan conspire. And with this message and this bleeding that's inking the page, I pray my flow will only grow if it keeps you engaged. I'm almost giving up, this is my final plea. That my Samaritans will see what I sing and preach. I know what I'm worth, I don't need these lines to find me. And if you want truth and empathy, then you know where to find me.
Oh, so you think you had something to say, huh? You think you're not just like every other angry white boy? Well, I guess we'll see how many people actually fuck with you. Hope you weren't actually planning on making a difference, cause you know, you're still just a fucking snowflake.
It's like 1 minute he's saying a prayer, and the next minute he's cursing. Like, this guy can't make up his mind. Like, does he want to please God, or does he want to please the devil? Like, I don't understand. This will never make sense to me. Like, you know what? He can do his thing, but like, this is not for Christians. I'm like, if he thinks this is gonna benefit Christians, then he's on a whole other planet.
We hope you've enjoyed your stay at the Retro Futuro Check-In and Check-Out. Although we frankly couldn't give a flying fuck about what you think. Thank you.